KO the basic. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy KO, Knockout Boxing 86, KO 86, whatever you want to call me. I'm live, I'm here, we back. Welcome to another episode of the Morning After Show. I got the singing OG with me, KC Boxing Network. Let me bring him up real quick. KQ, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fine, man. We didn't have no fights last night, but I went live anyway, you know, just give subscribers a little something. You know,
you just so used to going live, you couldn't even help yourself. You just had to do it, huh?
Yeah, I could help myself, man. So, but it's all good. It's all good, man. You doing all right?
Yeah, we got a lot of boxing news to cover that we'll do. We got about an hour show for y'all today, so we won't be long, but we will be covering some of the hottest topics in boxing. So please smash the like button. Donate to the channel, hit the super chat, hit the cash app. All of that stuff is really appreciated here on the channel. But in the cash apps are right there as well. $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV. And then obviously KQ's is right there as well. $ 275 KQKC. Y'all please show us some love for the support and dedication and the hard work that we put in every week for y'all doing this show. And we're gonna see who's in the building. We got a late crowd today. It's okay. Hopefully the numbers grow as we continue the show. And even if they don't, we're going to still be right here trying to kick this boxing talk for y'all. We got Andy Gill in the building. We got Lee Jackson in the building. Gil Coles, what's going on with you? Kurt Hurd in the building. Young World, what's up, homie? We got Chris, 10 to God, and we got Clark Bay TV in the building. Please smash the like button as you come in. As I said, Tiff Ash, a film by Ali. I see all y'all. Salute to all y'all. We're going to get straight to it, though, because we got a lot to talk about. KQKC, the WBC rankings came out yesterday, and a couple of divisions I'm very, very interested in that I wanted to ask you about. First is the super middleweight division. Hamza Shiraz is coming in number one in the WBC rankings right now for Canelo Alvarez's current WBC title, putting him in position to do what Turki Al-Sheikh wants, which is he said that he wanted to make Canelo versus Hamza Shiraz. How do you feel about Hamza Shiraz coming in number one in the WBC super middleweight rankings, above a lot of people that are much more proven in the division, all because Turki is trying to set up Canelo versus Hamza Shiraz. They put him over your guy, Jamal Charlo. He's ranked over Diego Pacheco. He's ranked over Lester Martinez, Osles Iglesias, Bektamir Melakuziev, Callum Simpson, Caleb Plant. A lot of people that put in a lot of work at super middleweight. Hamza Shiraz has come in over the top of all of them, all because he beat Edgar Berlanga. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Man, like I say, the WBC, of course, they got some kind of, I'm not going to say they got paid under the table or anything, but still in all, I don't think Shiraz has done enough. Yeah, he had a couple good fights, and he did have an upset, but still in all, that's not enough compared to the other fighters that was at 168. And yes, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make the Canelo fight after the Terence Crawford fight. But of course, Terence Crawford, he is all, not Terence Crawford, I'm sorry, Canelo Alvarez, he's all about the money now. It's no legacy. He ain't no, look, I don't even want to hear nothing about no legacy. I don't want to hear nothing about no legacy. And don't get me started about that promo with that girl walking across there looking at her ass, and that's that promo. Right? I know everybody saw that, right? I played it on my channel last night. That's their promo. No undercard. That's their promo. She's walking to, you can sit next to Dana White. Buy your tickets now. You like my jeans? What kind of man? Listen, Turkey just don't know anything about the sport of boxing. He's winging it. And that's why Bernard Hopkins don't want to have nothing to do with it. All right? That's why you haven't seen Bernard Hopkins. All right. So, but still in all, it's just like boxing. Boxing been like this for years. I mean, it's always something crooked about the sport of boxing. And yes, you're right. You got other fighters up there that pretty much earned the right to be ranked number one in the number one standings in the rankings. And I just don't like the way he does business. I'm sorry. That's just where I feel. That's my opinion, and I just don't like when he do business.
I got you.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, that all makes sense. We got Sam Williams in the building. Dundrick, then what up, bro? We got Anton Ziegler and Jackie Hernandez. Salute to all y'all. Please hit the like button as you make your way in the building for the show. This is what I say too, KQ. Hamza Shiraz, he beat Edgar Berlanga, who's coming off a knockout loss to Canelo Alvarez, and basically beat up a dude to get back in the win column that hadn't fought in like 10 to 15 years because he was in prison or whatever. I don't feel like moving up in weight and beating Edgar Berlanga should get you a right at a title shot. You know what I mean? And then somehow Christian Mbile, who's a WBC interim champion, they may let Hamza Shiraz jump over him. What's the point of that interim championship and winning that interim championship if it don't get you a shot at the title? It's absolutely ridiculous. So I think that's crazy. I agree with everything you said, and I disagree with it. There's another one. There's two more I want to talk to you about with the WBC rankings. We got 10 the guy being a member for 6 months. What's up with it, 10 the guy? Salute to you, homie. There's another one that I wanted to talk to you about, KQ. I don't know if you
keep hearing in the CashApp. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, yeah. Salute to him, showing KQ that love. Appreciate you, man, for that. So another one that came in number one in the WBC rankings is 88-year-old Manny Pacquiao. He's now the number one WBC ranked contender at the welterweight division. Shout out Kurt Hurd with the 5-piece in the Cash App. Salute to you, bro. What do you think? What do you think of that, man? Manny is now in line to get a shot at Mario Barrios again. They look like they might be about to run it back with the WBC putting him as the number one contender in the welterweight division. I think, KQ, it just speaks to how weak the division is right now. Not a whole lot of names, not a whole lot of firepower in the welterweight division. Somebody like Manny Pacquiao could take 4-5 years off and come in, get a draw with one of the champions, and then now he's number one in the entire WBC rankings. Again, I gotta say it, coming in over guys like Soliman Sissoko, Raul Kirill, Conor Benn, Jack Catterall, Rohan Polanco, Stanionis, Abel Ramos, Alexis Rocha, Angel Fierro, Giovanni Santillan, just guys that's actually been putting in work in the WBC rankings, and now Manny Pacquiao just comes right up over him, man. What do you think of that? Manny Pacquiao in at number one, man.
When I saw that, I had to shake my head. I said, "Oh, okay, maybe they just giving him a honorary ranking." I'm thinking because he's a icon back in the late '90s and whatever. But no, they actually gave him that ranking because Mario Barrio, he was fanned out because he looked at him and then put his best foot forward. Because we seen Mario Barrio fight better than that. But Manny Pacquiao won't fight no better either. So I can see if he dominated, I can see he came back and just knocked him out and did everything. No, Manny Pacquiao need to stay his ass retired. That's what he need to do. Because now, when I look at 154 right now, everybody, it looks like the welterweight division 3 years ago.
Real quick, KQ, it's crazy. I didn't mean to cut you off, but Jay Grant Jr. just came in. He said, "Salute." You were just asking me about this shit before we came live. He got the picture of Leonard Ellaby. It's a missing person photo. It's a missing person photo. Y'all believe this shit or not? KQ was just asking me, say, man, you heard from right before we hit the live when we was chopping up for a minute. He said, say, man, you seen Leonard Ellaby? I said, I ain't seen Leonard Ellaby for shit. Where he been at? And then now this man coming here with the missing person photo. That's wild as hell, man. Go ahead, KQ. I ain't mean to cut you off, but that caught my eye, man. Go ahead.
I was talking to the singer yesterday from the Rise podcast. I don't want to ask him, right? I don't want to be nosy, think I'm calling him to ask about that, right? But I ain't seen him. But anyway, yeah. So Manny Pacquiao, he needs to stay retired, and that's what he needs to do. And maybe fight an exhibition. Okay, that's good. Do that. But I know what it is. What it is he wants some of that turkey money. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for that Riyadh season money, but he don't know that money's drying up now. Turkey Toe Boots. I'm not paying for no charities. I'm not paying for no charity tune-ups. No, either you're gonna fight now or you're not gonna fight at all. No, so he putting down a dictatorship right now. So Manny Pacquiao, good luck with you, but listen, he's not gonna be around long. Knockout. It's just he's at that age, and he can't keep up with the day in and day out of a boxer. And you gotta stay in the gym. You gotta do this and that. And he's not gonna be able to do that. He's just not. And what I saw in the Mario Barrio fight, he wasn't landing. He just was throwing, and that's it. One landing or anything. Yeah, he went to the distance. Yes, that's good. Glad. But can he do that on a regular basis? Can he stay in the gym on a regular basis? Can he do a 10-week training camp on a regular basis when he got a fight?
They say he gonna be back. They say he coming back in December. And it looks like coming back in December, he's probably likely to fight Mario Barrios again. On this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out Kurt Hurd being a member for 9 months. He said, "Can you put the topic under UKO?" Yeah, I got you, bro. There you go. New WBC rankings. That's what we talking about. We got Dr. Mark in the building. Randall 700. What's up? I saw the homie Jay Grant come in. I saw the homie Bud Jablonski come in. Salute to all y'all. Please smash that like button. We got over 100 people in here. We should have over 100 likes. Please hit the like button. This one, KQ. I had a problem with Manny getting the title off the rip because he hadn't fought in 4 or 5 years. But I blame Mario Barrios for this one because he let Manny make the fight so close. And so now he fought to a draw against the champion. I don't have a problem with his high ranking. It's Mario Barrios' trash ass fault, man. He should have beat him clearly. And now Manny earned, to me, Manny went in there, he fought to a draw with a champion. I ain't got no problem with him being a number 1 contender for that champion's belt because I agree with you. A lot of his shit was shoe shining. I don't think it was like just the most effective work, but he made the fight close. They fought to a draw, and a lot of people felt like Manny won. So I blame Mario Barrios. I ain't gonna lie. For that one, I love the conspiracy. I love to hate on Turkey. I love to talk about how the rankings are paid and bought. But if you move up, if you come back and you fight a champion to a draw, then you deserve a rematch and you should be ranked highly for their belt. Just my opinion. My opinion. You know what I mean? So I'm not so mad at that one. You got anything else on that one? Because it's one more ranking I want to get to for you.
Yeah. You know what? You're right about that. because that same night I called that fight, and that same night I said that. You know what, Mario Barrio, that's on him because he was more of a fan than a boxer. And like I said earlier, I seen him fight better than that. So I don't know why he was taking it easy on Manny. I don't know what because he's older or what, I don't know. But he didn't let his hands go. He wasn't that same Mario Barrios. That's how I know.
Made you every you were calling the fight. You were calling the fight, and how many times they make you have to make the call? Here they go, touching gloves again.
Right, yeah.
Every goddamn time. Here they go, touching gloves again.
I said, you know what, man, you must watch me because I said, man, if you put that damn glove out there one more time.
Yeah, I'm watching you. That's why I asked you. Yes, bro.
I would have been a Floyd Mayweather. I would have cracked him. Put that glove out there again. So, man. But, go ahead to the next one, man. Shit. Okay, what's
yeah, man, I was, I was watching. I tell you, I be watching the thing so I can hear if they do an interview. I can hear what they saying too, and I have my earbud in listening to you. Hell yeah, I was watching. I was laughing like, what? You like? Here they go, touching gloves again.
Yeah,
here they go, touching gloves again. Every time Manny, and then he let Manny. Manny was the one telling him, "Hey man, that was a low blow, man."
Right, yeah.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy to watch, man. He gave him way too much respect, way too much reverence, man. All right, so last thing on the WBC rankings before we move on. Jaron Ennis comes in, so he's number 2 in the WBA when those came out, and now he's all the way up to number 1 in the WBC with Vergil Ortiz as the WBC interim champion, and then obviously Sebastian Fundora is the full-fledged WBC champion. But Jaron Ennis, now we have all his rankings. They got him number here. Let me go because I think all the rankings came out. Let me see where are they at? All right, so he is not ranked in the IBF. He is number 2 in the WBA. He is number 1 in the WBC, and they put him at number 4 in the WBO. So it looks like more than likely he's going the WBC route and could possibly be fighting Vergil Ortiz next year. We'll talk about that in a little bit because there's some conflicting information there. But what do you think of Jaron Ennis being number 1 in the WBC super welterweight rankings?
That's all good and everything. And but I have to say this, like I said last night. Jaron Ennis is going in the wrong direction. People that Eddie have him lined up with, Michelle is finally say, okay, you know what? Okay, I take the money, right? He's lowballing all his opponents. Josh Kelly, are you kidding me? Now, we thought of this guy, Jaron Ennis. We got him compared to Terrence Crawford 2 years ago. What have Eddie done for him lately now? Who has he really fought? He about to fight a guy that gotten beat by a guy that he beat. That's who he about to fight. Rashidi Ellis. Is he a Rashidi Ellis opponent? Or is he a lister, a fighter? His career is going in the wrong direction. What Eddie needs to do is put him in Philadelphia or put somebody around that area and make a big fight. Get his name out there. Because right now, he's not getting his name out there. Jaron Ennis, I think, made a big mistake by signing back with Eddie Hearn. Because I think Jaron Ennis can be bigger than what he is. Because right now, he's not compared to Terrence Crawford like he used to be. He don't have the big name like he used to be. He's not fighting the big names like he should be. So that's how I look at it, a knockout.
Yeah, Rashidi Ellis, he fighting Used Limo. He not fighting Rashidi. He gonna be fighting Used Limo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the dude name. Listen, the dude name is really. Hold on, I got it right here.
Yeah,
hold on.
I know. I just
his name is Hold on, I'm gonna find this dude name, bro.
So
what's the dude name?
He turned down to 500,000.
No, so well, let me say this first. So about the topic, right? Jaron Ennis is coming up as a unified champion. I don't care about him being top 5 in anybody's ranking system right now. So He's so he deserves that. I'm not tripping on that.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that. That's fine. Now, as far as his opponent, Rashidi Ellis. So Rashidi Ellis turned down the 500,000. He turned it down, right? And then he came back and he took it. But by the time he took it, they told him it was too late.
Oh, okay. I missed that one. Okay.
Yeah. So now he's gonna be fighting this dude named his real name is Usma Lima. I'm calling his ass Use Limo. That's what I'm gonna call his ass. Use Limo. This dude just popped out of the number 10 rankings out of nowhere, and that's who Boots Ennis is gonna end up fighting. Now, for me, if you tell me he's fighting Vergil Ortiz after that, I don't have as big of a problem with it. But for your opponent selection to be either Josh Kelly, Rashidi Ellis, Use Limo, or god dang on who was the other one? Or Charles Conwell. I think Eddie Hearn. I think they could have did a way better job of getting that. And then my other thing would be KQ. Why the goddamn time limit? Like, why if Rashidi came back and accepted it, he's a much better name, a much better opponent. Why they got a time limit on Rashidi Ellis? The fight not till October, nigga. It's only August the 10th. Like, what's the rush? Like, I got so many questions. What do you think of just that whole fiasco, man, with the offers and people turning them down, and now he's getting a less than opponent? What do you think of that, man? What's all this about, bro?
You know what? Once again, last night I said something ain't right. Something is not right. Boo said, hey, look, let me have a tune-up. Right? And of course, Turkey said, no tune-up. I'm not a charity case. I'm not about to give you a tune-up. I'm not paying for that. So I mean, Turkey being Turkey. So I mean, so Boots is kind of like, hey, I gotta take it. I'm gonna get paid. Eddie's doing him like he did Anthony Joshua. He doing him. Can anybody say Demetrius Andrade 2.0?
Oh, nah, that ain't what it is it? Is that? Nah, you can't do that. Damn.
Eddie is not picking out good opponents for this guy. And they all out there. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with just something ain't right. And you're right, it is a rush to make this fight. Why? Why is a rush to make this fight?
Yeah, like so if I'm so this all happened earlier this week, right? If I make you an offer to do something, right, and we got to do it by October, we got to have a camp, we got to do everything by October. Why am I telling you that you got to get back to me in 24 hours or the deal is off? Like, what's the rush, bro? Like, you already got the venue booked. The fight's not till October 11th or whatever it is, and you are running around here trying to rush somebody. Oh, if you accept it on Thursday instead of accepting it on Wednesday, then we're just gonna pull the offer. Why, bro? That's my question to Eddie Hearn, to Boots and his team, to everybody. If you make an offer to somebody on Monday or Tuesday or whatever, and they didn't get back to you the next day, but they got to you the next day after, what was the rush? Like, what's the problem? Like, I know it's some Boots fans in the chat. If somebody could answer that for me, then I wouldn't be as critical of how this shit played out. But you can't answer because the shit don't make no sense. I'm gonna give you an offer on Monday. If you don't get back to me on Tuesday, I'm pulling the offer. But you got back to me on Wednesday and you accepted it, but the offer's not there anymore. But the fight's not till October. Somebody make that shit make sense, bro. Like legitimately, somebody make me understand what makes sense about that. And Dundrick, I don't think that 500,000 is a low ball. I have a problem with the deadline, bro. Like, I don't think that's a low ball. That would be Rashidi Ellis's highest payday, bro. And I agree with you, bro. The issue is why pull the offer? He says if they go on the internet talking crazy, I'm gonna pull the offer too. What do you mean, bro? Like, so your feelings got hurt? Come on, fam.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Bro, so your feelings got hurt? Like, nah, this boxing, right, bro. I can't ride with that, dog. I can't ride with that. You hurt my feelings, so I'm not gonna fight you anymore. And if somebody hurt your feelings, you should fight them.
Right.
Nah, bro, I can't rock with that, dog. I got love for you, Dundrick, but hell nah. You tripping, bro. You tripping with that, bro. Shout out Kurt Hurd with the 10-piece in the super chat. He says, I'm not mad at him being ranked high. However, he needs to be fighting people in the top 4, in my opinion. I agree with that, bro. I would have much preferred.
Yeah.
I think so. The options they gave us were They sent offers to KQ. They sent offers to Charles Conwell. They sent the offer to Josh Kelly. They sent the offer to Rashidi Ellis, and they sent the offer to Hughes Limo. They're ending up fighting the one that's the worst out of all of them, in my opinion. If this fight goes through, like I just don't like that, which leads me to my next question. But do you got anything else on that before I move on?
No, I just only thing like I say, I think his career is going in the wrong direction, and I think his career could have been way up there, man. I mean, he got the goods. Everybody, you know, Philadelphia, they're standing behind him, you know, and I just don't know what Eddie's doing. I can't figure it out, you know.
Selling him a pipe dream, giving him a huge guaranteed purse, and you know, Boots jumped at it. I would just say, man, to all these fighters, it's the same criticism I have of Shakur Stevenson, KQ. It's the same criticism I have of a lot of these guys. Is when you sign to somebody, man, you need to look at who they got for you. What fights can they really make for you? Because at the end of the day, when you look at Jaron Boots Ennis, as long as he signed to Eddie Hearn, he's gonna be trusting Eddie Hearn to do cross promotional fights. Because Eddie Hearn don't have no fighters for him, and Eddie Hearn has not been good at closing deals with other promoters, bro.
No,
he just hasn't. Like, he's not good at closing deals with other promoters unless he gets Turkey involved. He sucked at that shit, man. The only time he ever really gets fights with other promoters and he's able to do business with them is when Turkey Al-Sheikh gets involved and he's able to just loan his fighter out. But you see it time and time again for big fights. He wasn't able to work with Golden Boy to make Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Devin Haney had to leave. Had to make it on his own. He wasn't able to get Devin Haney the fights with Kambosos and Lomachenko. Devin Haney had to leave him and had to go make those fights, bro. Shakur Stevenson, he didn't give Shakur Stevenson not one fight under the Matchroom banner. Shakur Stevenson had to fight on Riyadh season cards 2 times because he couldn't close the deal for Shakur Stevenson and Williams Zepeda, bro. He's just unable to close deals, man. Straight up, like it's just a bad look, which leads me to my next question I wanted to ask you. Did you have anything else on the WBC rankings before I move on?
No, I don't have a problem with that. No.
All right, so Jaron Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz seem to be having a back and forth, KQ, about negotiating. 1 minute they're fighting in January, February. The next minute, Vergil team is saying they ain't getting no offer at all. Jaron Boots Ennis is saying the truth is gonna come out eventually. Just a whole big back and forth. Do you think it's promotion? Do you think they actually gonna fight? Or do you think that we probably not gonna get this fight? So the question is, will Boots versus Vergil, in your opinion, will it happen in 2026?
Well, according to Vergil Ortiz's father, he said they never received the offer. Now, Eddie Hearn said, hey, they got a deal going where Jaron and Vergil Ortiz will fight early 2026. Now, Vergil Ortiz's father said that's a big lie. Matter of fact, I got a wrote right here from last night. And it said that Ortiz never received the offer. Now, of course, what Eddie's doing is called fake news. And, of course, he said that, hey, listen, Ortiz is not about to fight Jaron Ennis unless we sit down and then we get into negotiations and everything like that. Now, I don't know if Eddie's lying or he's lying. But I think that's a great fight. I think Jaron Ennis should take advantage of it because that is at 154 and he's at 154. So I think that Vergil Ortiz should go ahead and take it. But then again, I will say this knockout. This ain't the first time Vergil Ortiz's father pretty much came out and said something wasn't true and ended up being true. So I will say this. I think Vergil Ortiz and his father, they don't want that fight. Because they might know how that fight might turn out. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong because, you know, this is how business works, okay? You give a little bit, I give a little bit. You know, you push back, I push back. You know, so I think it's a good fight for Vergil Ortiz. And both for Jaron and Vergil Ortiz. Because those are pretty, that's a big name for Boots. For who he been fighting, that's a big name for him. That's a big step up fight for him. And I can't believe this. Vergil Ortiz a step up fight? You know, I can't believe I'm saying this. You know, so that's what I think, you know.
I hope that they fight in 2026. I'm hopeful. But it's just been like, so they were trying to negotiate a fight for earlier this year in February. The fight fell through. They were trying to negotiate a fight for November this year. The fight fell through. Looks like they were trying to negotiate a fight for January and February, but people can't get on the same page. And it's crazy because Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions like, yeah, that fight is inevitable. It's going to happen. We want the fight. We believe in Vergil 1,000%, yada, yada, yada. Vergil is saying he don't know what the hell they talking about. His daddy like, we ain't get no offer to fight him early in the year. And he also said they had 2 attempts to fight him, but now they want to try to fight on their time. Seems like some posturing and some shit is going on, KQ, and people are trying to get the upper hand because it seemed like Vergil and them wanted them before Boots can get acclimated to 154. And it seemed like Boots didn't want it back then. So in February, Boots was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I never got no offer. I didn't know nothing was going on. I want to get my unified titles, blah, 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 all of that. Now Vergil is doing the same thing, saying they don't know what's going on. I just find it hard to believe that these people's promoters are acting without them knowing and shit, man.
Right.
I don't believe that, bro. So I'm hoping that the fight happens. I'm hoping this is just public negotiations to try to get some sort of leverage. I think they both know it's a huge fight. They've been tied together for a very long time. And now with the new WBC rankings, KQ, they're gonna have to do something because Vergil Ortiz is the WBC interim and Jaron Ennis is right there number 1. He's right there number 1. So they're gonna have to fight. They're gonna have to do something. Otherwise, somebody gonna lose a belt, somebody gonna lose a ranking or opportunity or something. So my gut is telling me that they will fight in 2026. I just worry again. The same concerns I have for Eddie KQKC, I have for Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya because they have not been able to put a big fight together on their own together for so long. One of them always tries to take control. One of them always boosts the other one out of the deal, and the other one has to step aside. And I don't see Golden Boy stepping aside with Vergil involved because he's signing him long term. And I don't see Eddie Hearn stepping aside with Jaron Ennis involved. The only person that can make this fight to me is if Turkey steps in for one of his Riyadh season cards next year in either February or May, and he puts them on his card. But then you got to wonder with Jaron Ennis, is he even willing to go over to Riyadh season because he shows so much reluctancy to going over there for multiple fights this year. He could have went over there for Team Alifu. He didn't want to do it. Could have went over there for Vergil twice. He didn't want to do it. He is hesitant to fight over there in Saudi Arabia. He's trying to build his name in America, which I understand, but I don't trust his promoter to get that shit across the finish line and get him the shot that we both want him to have and get him the big fights when it's Oscar De La Hoya involved, man. I just don't see that happening. So we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful, but the only way I think it does happen is if it happens on the Turkey card, man. What else you got on that?
Now, they went on a lot of outlets talking about this fight. It's going to be early 2026. So I can't see him going on all the outlets. I think he went on 3 and saying this. But of course, Ortiz father and said no, he's capping on all the outlets he's been on. So this could be back and forth. But you know what? I think this fight gonna happen. I think this fight is gonna happen, and I think they're gonna work it out behind the scenes. And I think it's gonna be a big fight. And of course, I think it's gonna be in Philadelphia. I think it'll be in Philly. And it's gonna be a huge promotion.
I don't think Vergil gonna go to Philly, man. I don't think Vergil gonna go to Philly, man. I don't think he'll fight him in Philly, bro. I really don't.
You know what? You might be right because
they gonna want that fight in Vegas or LA or somewhere. They gonna make sure that shit's on neutral playing ground. They're not gonna go nowhere to the East Coast, bro. Yeah. I think that shit gonna be in Vegas, man. 75 likes, 35 minutes into the show with almost 200 people in here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all please hit the like button, man.
Yeah, hit the like button for KO.
Y'all please hit the like button, bro. Like please. I need y'all to hit the like button. I understand everybody can't donate to the channel. It's our early morning show. And I get it, bro. I get it. But y'all gotta hit that damn like button, bro.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, y'all gotta hit that like button, bro. Listen, so the next thing I want to ask you about, KQ, did you see Keyshawn Davis's interview?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of it, man? What's your thoughts on his interview overall?
Listen, in chat, listen, don't be too hard on me. What I'm about to say, okay? I think Keyshawn full of shit. Okay, everybody, I'm sure everybody always want to either turn to God or turn to some mishap in their life. Listen, when you get grown, you can use what your parents instilled in you, but you grown, and like my father say, and I say to my kids, you grown now. Now you can take what I taught you, or you can go on your own and do whatever you want. And Keyshawn Davis always want to bring his mentality in it or something that happened in his life. No, right from wrong. Come on now. You're not retired. So stop that shit too. So you was all in for it. But see, what he's trying to do is build that sympathy up. What he's trying to do is say, well, he apologized. But did he really apologize, y'all? Think about it. Did he really apologize? But I think, he got over there with Terrence Crawford and that team. And, they like to joke and they like to troll and things like that. And he just fit right in with him. But see, he went a little bit too overboard. He jumped on that guy, right? Because that guy beat his brother. His brother was cool with it, but he wasn't. And that's just that jealous streak in him. That's just that streak in him like, I'm the man. So anybody that think they're the man, he don't like him. Right? Because he been tricking the game too long, right? What happened to that? But no, I don't believe a word he said, knockout. I don't. I mean, sure, he had some mental issues. Hey, I feel bad for him, he did, okay, look, I don't have no problem with that. The mother's going to do the same thing, so, I feel for him on that, but he's young. He can bounce back. So don't blame the Olympics. Because he said the same thing with the Olympics and all that. So that's how I feel. I feel that he pretty much is using a crutch for his actions. Sure, everybody had a rough life. Sure, everybody things can go the way they should have been going. I mean, shit, hell, I want to be a doctor. I wanted to be a doctor. Well, shit, am I a doctor? Hell no, right? So, I mean, it didn't go my way. So, oh, well, go on to the next one. So
yeah.
But we all want what's best for our kids. We all want what's best for our spouse, whatever. But don't use your failures as you doing other dumb shit. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Just say I made a mistake. I overdid it, and so I apologize, and I mean it sincerely. And I'm not gonna blame nothing on my mental illness or anything. That's between me and my God or whoever, so no, he could have saved that shit. I'm sorry, y'all.
Nah, I'm 1,000, 1,000,000% with you. And I'm gonna say this, just to add on to the conversation and not repeat what you said. When I watched that interview, KQ, I'm worried that he can't live up to the pressure. See, all I heard when I'm listening to it is that he just cracked under the pressure of the moment. Like all that adversity, all that stardom, all of that. I'm champion. I'm defending in my hometown. He cracked under the pressure. He didn't train like he was supposed to train. He didn't take it as seriously he was supposed to take it. So he had trouble making weight. Then when he made weight, he cracked under that pressure and he couldn't handle himself. And he didn't know how to behave when he couldn't make weight. Then when his brother lost, he couldn't handle himself there. He couldn't face adversity. He just basically explained to me why he couldn't handle adversity. And he folded under all that pressure of the moment, which makes me wonder what happens if you lose a fight. What happens when it's like a real big fight? Because let's just be real, like Keyshawn versus Edwin, it was a good fight, but it wasn't a big fight. It wasn't like a major fight. It wasn't like Keyshawn versus T.O. or Keyshawn versus Tank or something like that. What you gonna do in that moment, bro? Like that's like everything you said is spot on, and I'm 100% with you. But just moving forward with his career, I'm worried about whether or not he can rise to the occasion when the pressure is on, when them lights get bright.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. When them lights get bright and that pressure comes his way, what is he gonna do? So we gonna see. We gonna see. But yeah, man, you hit the nail on the head. And then Broderick just put it in the chat too. He also told on himself with Abdullah Mason and admitted that he knew he wasn't gonna make weight, but he was calling out Abdullah Mason to fight next when he knew he wasn't gonna make weight. And he put that on camera too to let it be known he was pump faking. So I think that interview, long story short, KQ, that interview didn't accomplish anything that he hoped that it would accomplish in my eyes. I think it set him back further and it made people just have even more questions for him, man. Rather than like clearing his name and making people understand where he was coming from, I think he just gave people more questions and more doubt about him moving forward, man. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah, you're right. How are you gonna handle, let's say, well, he's not gonna fight Change or nothing, but he fights someone on the big lights for a big fight for the belt, big bag, all that. What will happen then? He get nervous and he pretty much probably have anxiety or whatever. I don't know. And then he pretty much dropped the bag. He pretty much dropped the fight. And that goes to show you, he only apologized because he about to get put on the shelf. That's what it is, So
speaking of that, speaking of the shelf. Now, I remember when Premier Boxing Champions was leaving Showtime, and Showtime announced that they was going out of all the sports. And they announced the Amazon Prime deal immediately. And people still were like, yo, PBC is going out of business. PBC is broke. Don't nobody want them. What's going on? Well, KQ, it's been 2 months almost since Top Rank's last card. Well, not 2 months. It was Xander's card. So it's been a long time, or maybe a month. I don't know when Xander fought, but Xander just fought maybe 3-4 weeks ago, whenever it was. And Top Rank still hasn't announced what's next for them. They got all these fighters that signed to them. They got all these people that careers they're responsible for, and they don't have a network home. What the hell is going on with Top Rank, bro?
Well, you know what? I'm going to limb. I'm not 100% sure, but Top Rank always worked with Amazon Prime. A lot of people don't know that. They've been working for Amazon Prime since Monster Anyway was with them, because they watch Monster Anyway where? On Amazon Prime in Japan. That's what they do. So Top Rank been working with them for the longest. So Top Rank might have a deal with Amazon Prime and PBC. So I'm just saying. So that might happen. So so Amazon Prime, Bezo, and Al Hammond and Todd DeBow, they probably got a relationship going behind closed doors. And don't forget, you also got Tom Brown, Samson Lewis, all that. And now they're working with Golden Boy. So they should be working with Top Rank. So then, but they always been working with Amazon Prime. A lot of people didn't know that. But yes, Monster Anyway fights on Amazon Prime over in Japan. But of course, when he fight over here, when he do, it might be it was an ESPN card. So that's what I'm looking at on Knockout. I'm waiting any day now. I've been waiting here, and I'm thinking they're gonna go that route. I can't see them going to the zone. I cannot see that. Bob don't want both pieces in on that. I'm tired of both, really, because Bob just a face now. Bob don't work with the day-to-day operations. So
yeah,
so that's what I see.
I see I see some new people came in the building. Night Rider, Jupe, Supreme, Alashiki. What up, y'all? Salute to y'all. So here's my thing, right? I hope, and I'm with you, right? I remember we were hearing the news that Top Rank and PBC were gonna be doing a big collaboration, right? And you see PBC and PBC and Golden Boy are rumored to be doing some stuff together, right?
Right.
For October. I'm hoping that once this case with Tank Davis comes to fruition this week, because his court hearing is Tuesday, I'm thinking maybe everybody's waiting to announce some stuff once that gets done, once that gets cleared, if it's able to get cleared. And so maybe that's what it is. But I'm not gonna lie, I need Top Rank to do something, because they're one of the biggest promoters in boxing. They have a lot of great young talent with guys like Abdullah, Keyshawn Davis, Team Alifu, Richard Torres, Jaron Anderson. They got the Janabek Alam Kanuli, the unified middleweight champion. They got a lot of fighters, KQ, that we want to see fight. Emiliano Vargas, just a lot of great fighters that we want to see fight. And Rohan Polanco, Tiger Johnson, I could keep going. Anyway, long story short, Xander Zayas, your guy, like, they need to figure some shit out, man. They need to, like, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they got to figure something out because they need to find a network home and find a network home super, super fast, bro. I just find it funny, KQ, that when it's one entity, when it's Premier Boxing Champions, everybody say they're going out of business. Everybody got a critical video, a critical take, a live stream talking about how Al and them ain't got no money. But Bob Arum can sit over there with no network deal, nothing coming to fruition, nothing that we know of, and ain't nobody got shit to say about it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. But moving on from that, I do want to talk to you about Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman said that Devin Haney be talking crazy, and he don't never knock nothing out. He do not fight the way that he talk. And Devin Haney responded and said, this guy's doing interviews every other day. What do you think of the back and forth between Haney and Norman right now as they get prepared for their November 22nd date?
Well, I like it. I like it. Talk your ish. Devin and Brian. But Devin, you can't talk about nobody doing interviews every day because your daddy do interviews twice a day. So, you just scratch that. But I like it. And, you'd be surprised, though. But if Devin Haney, people saying that, he made a big mistake by fighting Brian Norman. Yes, power is something, but it's not everything. Because Devin has great foot movement. I'm not talking about running. I'm talking about lateral movement. I'm talking about great foot movement, get out of trouble, get off the ropes, things like that. And that's a plus for him. So it might be a closer fight than most people give him credit for. And I can't, who's that? Did I say that? Wow. Yeah, so, but anyway, but yeah, but so, I'm gonna give Devin the benefit of the doubt on this one, and he's fighting at 147 for the first time. And I know Brian Norman's gonna walk to him because his foot is flat, and he's gonna walk to him and try to knock him out. That's his goal. That's that's what he's gonna do. Horn in on him, put the pressure on him, and try to catch him with something big and hard. And he can. Now, I don't know what this PD stuff talk coming from, but Brian Norman's an old country boy, right? He's an old country boy that he always been strong, naturally. He didn't need no help from Snack or nothing like that. So, but then again, Devin Haney doesn't have a chin. So he got to be careful because if he get caught, he's out of there. He's out of there. So what he's going to have to do is keep the feet moving all 12 rounds. So, but still in all, I still got Brian Norman winning this fight because if Devin get tired or get caught, Brian Norman just going to have his way with him. So, but still in all, I just give him a puncher's chance. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not just gonna count him out, not to win no rounds, and he's gonna get knocked out the first round. I'm not gonna say all that. All right. So he's playing defense. He's gonna be on defense this whole fight, and Brian Norman gonna be on offense and trying to get him out of there. So
and see that, and see that's my and man, listen, you not wrong. I'm not saying nothing you said wrong, but KQ, I got a problem with it, and here's why I have a problem with it, KQ. And this is nothing that you said that's wrong. If we know the game plan, right, and we know how Devin gonna fight, and we know more than likely what he gonna do, unless he comes and he stands on business like Shakur did against Zepeda, which surprised me and surprised a lot of people. But what I'm saying is, if you know you're gonna fight like that, why you talking the way you talking? Why you talking like you stepping? Like that is my problem, KQ. It is the way that like the way that he talk, bro, the way that his daddy talk, and then that. There's probably an 85 to 90% chance they not finna stand on nothing they saying.
Of course not. Of course.
Like, that's my problem, bro. That is my problem. Like, you talking crazy, but you over here doing hurdles. You doing hurdles in the middle of the damn track, doing hurdle, high knees and and all kind of weird shit. Like, nah, bro, I'm not. He gonna have to show me, man.
Yeah,
he gonna have to show me. I believe that he's gonna fight very similarly to the way he fought the Jose Ramirez fight, which is a good game plan. But if that's the game plan, and you know you just trying to run around, stick and move, run around, then bro, you should be talking like you about to try to step to somebody, bro.
Same.
That's just crazy to me. So we'll see what happens. I like the trash talk. I like the back and forth. I just don't like when I hear somebody talk and I know they're not gonna try to live up to the way they talking, bro. Like I can't stand it. It really gets under my skin. Next topic though. Do you got anything else on that?
Yeah, I just want to say this real fast. You know what you just said. I said the same thing in the Ryan Garcia fight, right? When Bill said, I'm sending my son out there. And hey, listen, 18 and under, put your kids to bed. Because Devin going to go out there and he going to, put a whooping on, all that, right? And
yeah.
You know, he agreed with it too. It went a whole different route. All right? I don't care about the PDs, whatever. It still went a whole different route. And then now, Devin said, listen, I know I don't have power. We all know that. And power's not everything, which is not. But still in all, you know you're not going to do the things you say you're going to do. Because, you know, I can see him on the track doing the hurdles, whatever. I can tell he's not very athletic. I can tell when
he's... What you mean? Come on, man.
I played basketball in high school. I know an athlete when I see one. And the way he's bent over, and when he clenches like a baby. All right, a baby holding on to their mama in the store or something. He clenches down. His back is hunched over. You know, he's built kind of not like an athlete. You know, and I've been watching basketball all my life, and I played it. You know, I can tell he's not athletic. You know, so anybody can move left and right. You know, so but still, in all, I don't want nobody to think I'm hating, but I'm just saying, no.
It's too late. It's too late for that shit, man. It's too late for that shit, man. What are you talking about, man?
Hey, you want me to lie to y'all? That's just my opinion, though. My opinion.
It's too late for that, man. Oh, let's get to this. Where is it at, man? All right, so Tank Davis got his court date coming up on Tuesday, man. What you think? You think that boy about to you think he about to have to do some time? You think he gonna have to take a plea? You think he gonna get off? What's your gut telling you, man? What do you think of this situation based on what you know?
Either way it go, he's gonna be coming home. I mean, they're not gonna lock him up. It's a misdemeanor. It's $1,000, and I've been to the penitentiary, like I told everyone years ago, but the laws haven't changed. All right, it's $1,000 fine, and I think it gets up to 1 year in jail. So that can be from 1 hour to a year. You know, so what they're gonna do is pretty much throw it out, and I think PBC knows that. I think PBC knows what's going to happen. And I think they got it already settled. It's just going through the formalities, Tuesday. That's what it basically is. You know, he might take a plea. He might take a plea and just go ahead and pay the fine, and you know, and he'd be on probation over there.
Now he already put his plea in for not guilty, so he fighting it.
Okay, then they'll throw it out because the court is not going to waste their time on a misdemeanor like that. Especially down there in Florida when they got a lot of murders, you know. But that misdemeanor is not a big deal, and Baltimore don't have no jurisdiction over Florida. So yes, he's on probation, but he's on probation over in Baltimore, not in Florida. So, but the judge can't do nothing to him about Florida. So Tank. He should be pretty much in the clear. He's just going through the formalities. That's all. Let's just see. Either he's gonna have to pay the fine Tuesday, or he could get locked up for a week or two or whatever. But that still, ain't bad. But still, it's a misdemeanor, and I think they're gonna take care of it. That's all.
But I think his team has to be very, very confident to put in a plea of not guilty. I think they have to be very, very confident to waive all his pretrial hearings and go directly to trial. I think PBC has to be very confident, like you said, that he's getting off because they're promoting him. They're dropping his fights with Lamont Roach earlier this week. They dropped his a promo for his ring IQ, talking about how he was ducking under Ryan Garcia's left hooks. They're holding up their entire schedule right now. They've waited for everything. Like they had a whole plan for August, a whole plan for September, and all of that stuff went on hold to wait for this to pull out because I'm sure they want to announce their fall schedule with Tank Davis as a part of it. So they're standing by like a very confident company in a very confident outfit that thinks that this is about to go away come August the 12th, in my opinion. So I'm with you on that. I think that this will be behind him, and then hopefully he can get back to his boxing career, find some level of peace with his family situation to where he's still able to be a father and grow and learn from this and move on. So we'll see how that goes. With that being said, when he comes back, do you think it is going to so kind of how I asked you about Jaron Ennis and Vergil Ortiz, do you think Tank and Roach are going to fight this year?
Yes. Somebody came in my chat last night talking about he's not fighting this year. Yes, he's gonna fight this year. And I don't think that they're gonna postpone it over to another year. No, I don't think so. It's still time. Now, it might not happen to November. Okay, it might not happen to November at the latest, whatever. But yes, he's fighting this year. They already been in training camp. And sometimes you got to pull out of training camp for a minute. You can't overdo it. You can't keep on working out. And let me add this. Lamont Roach is not going no damn where. He's not going to fight nobody. Why? Because he's not going to get a bag like he's going to get a bag from Gervonta Davis. So he might as well, don't believe it. All right? Don't believe that, I'm going to go back down. I'm going to go up. I'm going to no. You're going to sit your ass right there and wait on Tank Davis. Why? Because you don't have no options. You're not the A side. You're the B side, son. And stop watching reaction videos, okay? Because you look stupid doing it. You do. You look stupid doing it. See, y'all listen. Wait, listen, see the sound? It was a punch, see? Listen up, chat.
The reaction to the reaction of the reaction. It's the reactions. The reactor's reaction to the reaction of the reaction when he reacted to the reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's like in diva mode over a draw. I get it. You went the distance with the so-called face of boxing and, everything. Okay. But let him not fight Tank. He's going to be right where he started from. Because he didn't beat him. He had a draw. And that's very questionable, too. So, he need to humble himself because he been out there buck wild, over a draw. Over a draw now. So, I guess, you never had that limelight, when you never had the focus on you like that, then, sometimes, you feel pretty good when people, know who you are. And then you got Tank haters, they say he won, y'all know he won, this and that. Then that make you feel good. That make you say, okay, well, I accomplished something. Well, no, you didn't. You got a bag, yeah. That's what you accomplished. And you want another. So that's why you ain't going nowhere. Because Gary Russell been on his ass. Mr. Gary Russell. He been on his ass. So, well, anyway, that's all I got on that one, man.
Yeah, I most definitely think it's happening. October or December is what I'm thinking. Makes the most sense. I don't think you rush through this. I don't think you give you don't give Lamont Roach free promotion. If Tank's not fighting Lamont Roach, what's the point of dropping a fight to give Lamont Roach free promotion? If Tank's not fighting Lamont Roach, what's the point of rushing through the trial process and trying to hurry up and get everything done as quickly as possible? Mm-hmm. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Like they know that Lamont Roach's name is like PBC ain't stupid. No one in here is stupid. Everybody knows that Lamont Roach's name is booming right now because of Tank. So if everybody knows that, then PBC knows that. Why would they? If Tank is not fighting him, why would they give him free promotion?
Right.
Why are they holding up their schedule? They already have the fight done. Why are they holding up all the undercard fights they had on it? Why are they holding all that up? They're holding it up because the fight is happening. They're just trying to make sure it happens when Tank Davis can be fully locked in and fully prepared. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I am very, very confident that this fight happens in October, November, or December, right? That I'm very, very confident of that. And then at the end of the day, everybody's gonna be like, oh damn, okay, so they fought in March and then they fought again in October. That's only 7 months apart. Oh, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that like it's gonna be when we look back on it, all of this drama and all of this stuff, which making it seem longer, it's gonna be not that far apart. They're gonna be done fought 2 times in the same year and put this chapter behind both of them, regardless of what happens. Now, do you got anything else, KQ? Because I wanna I gotta make an announcement that that I wanna make that I've been making every time before I end the show because we got something big coming up this week. But what do you got anything else you want to cover? Any other news or anything else in boxing you want to cover?
Yeah, I got a couple more things. I don't want to hear that damn announcement.
What you got, man?
No, I ain't got nothing. Go ahead.
Nah. So again, and for those y'all that don't know, I'll be doing my debate for the undisputed bare knuckle debate championship over there on BFTD's channel on Thursday. So y'all be sure to pull up on us, man. It's gonna be a great night. I'm debating against Rachel Donaire. So she's a champion over there. I'm the other champion over there. We're gonna get it in. And KQ, you gonna like this debate, man. You gonna like this debate. We doing she's gonna be taking up for her husband.
I know you got Chocolito. I know.
Yeah. She's gonna be taking up for her husband, Nonito, and I got Chocolatito, your boy. I'm riding with Chocolatito, man. So we gonna see how that shakes out, man. Yeah. We're gonna see how that shakes out. But everybody, y'all please enjoy y'all Sunday. KQ, let them know when you live again, man. When you gonna be live?
Yes, sir. I'll be live tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Oh man, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning at 11:00 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right. So
yeah, man. I'll be live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and I'll be over there on BFTB's channel at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm doing that debate, so y'all pull up on me and y'all come show some support. Appreciate you, KQ. Have a great Sunday, everybody.
What day is that you gonna be doing?
That's Thursday. Thursday afternoon, 5:30 our time, 5:30 Central Time. I'll be over there. Okay. So y'all pull up. Have a great week. Have a great Sunday. And we'll see y'all soon, man. Everybody take it easy. See you soon, KQ. Shout out Miss KO. Shout out everybody in the chat. Take it easy, bro.
All right, take it easy.